Right now, the most important football tournament of the year, Euro 2024, is taking place in Germany, and we wondered what national football teams would correspond to chess world champions the most. Our rules are extremely simple. My friend Vladimir and I are going to pick 8 hyped world chess champions and figure out what football teams fit their playing style, history, and other features. Both of us will have absolutely different lists, including sometimes totally insane picks. Ready? Let's go!
So, number 8 in our list is famous world champion Jose Raul Capablanca. What can you say, Ladislav?
I don't know. It was like the hardest debate ever what to choose because there was like one good team fitting for many players. But I decided to choose Netherlands 88 Euro Championship. The like time when Gullit, when Boston played, when Boston like scored the super famous goal, like crushing against USSR, and in general they were like totally controlling, dominated, didn't let opponents to do anything, like control the whole board, and that's what Capablanca was doing. He was very solid. He was controlling the game. He was pressuring their opponents to finally score the result. And I mean, this philosophy was very good. What do you think, Vladimir?
I completely disagree with you, unfortunately. The point is that for me, okay, one thing that I might agree is that that the Netherlands of this year, it was long time ago, so football changed a lot, the same as chess since Capablanca was playing. In this part, I totally agree. But what I'm thinking that his endgame technique is quite overhyped because I studied a lot of endgames of Raul Capablanca, and he wasn't that great as people say about it. Like
Yeah,
now you
Vla-
open, I'll compare him. Yeah, excuse me.
Vladimir, we remember your famous endgame against Nahun with four
Ah,
pawns
yes.
versus three in the Rook game, so I wouldn't open the mouth about endgames.
Yeah, it was very famous one. You can check it in Chess 24, like
No,
the
no, no, no.
Chernikov versus
I will even
Raul
add
Navarrete.
I will even add it to the screen so that the people
Ah,
could
wow,
appreciate
thank you.
this masterpiece.
We should mention that I lost this game, not draw. So for those who don't know this,
Yeah, yeah.
the history. So for me, didn't compare Capablanca to any specific team. I would say that Capablanca is the team that will win this European 2024 championship. Why is it so? He's so hyped. You open YouTube, you put word endgame, and everyone say Jose Raul Capablanca. But the point is, you can go now to Marca or AS or any other newspaper of chess, and what you will see there, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. Then a Spain national team that they play very well. But the point is that now no one else can play well. Absolutely. Now the German team plays good. I might agree, and I think that they will pass through the quarterfinals. That's what I'll mention. But except of Germany and Spain, look at these teams now. Look at this. France didn't score any single goal in whole championship. One from penalty and two because of own goals. Can you explain that?
I cannot.
Portugal completely lost versus Slovenia as well. So Capablanca was a world champion. He did definitely deserved it, but because other people at that time didn't have any idea how to play chess. So I think that this champion of this year probably it will be Spain or Germany. It's more applicable to Jose Raul Capablanca.
I don't
The
know.
next one.
No, 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 no. I totally disagree because, like, I mean, Capablanca is like, I don't know. He played with Rubinstein, Nimzovich, Alekhine, lots of great players that became like all this positional school and stuff. And his endgames were pretty
This I
cool.
agree.
He didn't lose like for I don't know 8 years or I don't remember. And right now football looks like I don't know chess in 16th century or something according to the level. But okay, your choice.
For me, also, you know that we cannot discuss that Capablanca was like 10 times worse than, let's say, Magnus Carlsen, just not because he was bad, but because the times the chess improves, the game
Yeah,
improves, and so
it's
on.
it's it's very funny that like football is degrading with the time, but chess
Here I agree. Here
is
I agree.
evolving because right now Carlsen of course is stronger, but looking at current teams, it's nightmare. Okay, next one in our list, and this is Alexander Alekhine or Alekhine or Alekhine as some perverts wanna say.
Okay,
Uh,
I will disagree with you. It's Alexander Alekhine. My first coach, Georgios Tkachenko, explained me this long time ago.
yeah,
But okay,
I don't give a fuck to be honest, because like, I mean, he's Alekhine because I think so, and that's my word, my house, my rules. So yeah.
okay.
Okay, who do you think he is? Who would correspond the best to him?
The very famous team, the Greece 2004, that won
What?
the
What?
Greece 2004 for me.
Alekhine, Greece 2004.
Yes, once again, I cannot give a spoiler yet, but between all these eight world champions at least that we mentioned, this is definitely the worst one. I think no one can discuss with it.
Alekhine, the greatest dominant chess player of first part of 20th century. Yeah, I am
I
understand.
admit that I'm also a big fan. When I was a kid, Alekhine I think was one of my favorite players. But if you compare him with Fischer, let's say with Kasparov or Kramnik and so on, okay, with Kramnik not definitely, but okay, maybe not worse one. Yeah, in terms of that, Kramnik obviously playing better, but because between the players of his time, not right. So not that much. But I mean that maybe the play style. I don't think Alekhine was quite aggressive chess player
What?
for me.
I mean, Vladimir, I don't know. You're glowing. Probably you're like really affected by some radiation because like Alekhine is like one of the most attacking players. Like you open all
Once
these
again,
fancy videos with attacking player, you will find here Alekhine. He was like
if you compare
he dominated for 20 years, like, and he stopped
I don't say
dominating.
no.
He stopped dominating because he was dead.
Yes, that's until then I arrived. So Greece team lost his leaders, and probably if they didn't win this team or they were not at all, maybe Greece winning championship still until
But
now.
I
We
don't
don't
know
know this.
if it was oil, like okay, it would be Greece because some discipline. Alyoshin was like drinking. He was like okay against Capablanca. He tried hard and his discipline was high.
What
Uh,
I can bring here inside, if you don't like my answer, there now when you say about this, I might think that your pick will be maybe France of 2018 when they won
I mean,
the world
we
champions.
had a discussion. Like, spoiler alert! What you doing? You're like screwing up my pick. But yeah, it's like France 2018, and actually, it's pretty hard to like choose because there are not so many bright attacking players. But France was like, I mean, destroying everybody without like any, I mean, without a lot of competitors. Because in 2018, yeah, there were like not so many great teams, so they like destroyed everybody, and that's what Alekhine was doing as well. And I mean, he was clearly strong, and France always is one of the favorites. And they were playing quite aggressively. They won like who Croatia at 4-2. They won like some teams before, and they played pretty fine. Mbappe was a beast, and something like that.
Can be. In this part, I'll agree with you, but yeah, not in everything. Let's go next.
Next
Mikhail
one, Tal, exactly. And
Tal.
you might wonder why, let's say, not Oliver, but Phoenix, because I mean, if you are interested in the second part, please comment down below, and where we will, I mean, try to discover what other football teams will fit for other world champions, because in this list you will only see 8. So, what do you think about Mikhail Tal, one of the greatest attacking players of all time, who I dislike?
I think he was not that great. Here, I might attempt to agree with you even, but I mean, he was very good in tactics, but not the best of this time. There are a lot of players that play against him. The famous Rashid Nijmedinov that was crushing his face in all the tactical games, but he became world champion. So he's Germany 2014. The thing is that the play style is quite aggressive, it's quite attacking. We know that all this just happened and became possible just after great Spanish national team of 2008, 2012 finished the career of some players, right? And then this became popular, but okay, Tal is kind of hype team. Germany also, because you know the typical the stereotypes, people say, well, Tal attacking players, sacrifices, and before it was these like German machines that people say that they just keep pushing, pressuring all over the place. Just that's why. just that's why. But not a big fan of the Tal play style, to be
Yeah.
honest, as well.
Yeah, actually, a little spoiler for forward. I picked as a world champion for this team, and I don't think that it's like Germany because Tal. I don't know. Germany was like hammering everybody, but Tal he was like, I mean, super brave, but sometimes like too much. So my pick is not obvious. Brazil 1958 winner, or you can actually take any Brazil team with Pelé when they won and I watched the movie about Pelé, and
Well recommended.
I mean, no, I actually can't say that I liked it because the animation was a bit like I don't know, the way of it was recorded a bit cringe in my opinion. But the point was, and what I read, what I saw about Brazil teams, that they were like super fast. They didn't care like what you can do. They were just smashing everybody. They could like there is even famous quote you will score as much as you can. We will score as much as we want. So this is about them, and I mean it describes play style very well. He like shined bright. It was like very attacking style, but plays with better disciplines and destroyed. And I guess Brazil, uh, I mean, or former right now would be crushed against like any good defensive teams that is well disciplined, because nowadays there are no like tactics like 4-2-4 or 4-1-5 with
Yeah,
many
famous
attackers.
English coach Gareth Southgate will agree with you, and for sure he'll win in penalties versus this Brazilian team with
Yeah, yeah.
0-0 score
With a
regular
tactic
time.
like probably 9-1-1. Oh no no
Yeah,
8-1-1. Yeah, sorry, my math is
and
terrible.
waiting.
But maybe it's like
Okay.
nine goalkeepers. Then it's fine.
Now
Okay.
next, we tend to agree here more or less, at least the same playstyle team we chose in the Mikhail Tal. Now it's Fischer time, and maybe you will start, Vladislav.
Yeah. I will start and trade here. Not so much to talk actually. I chose Germany 2014. Why? The reasons are the same, but Fischer wasn't like desperately trying to go for unnecessary complications. He didn't go for an aggression where it wasn't needed. He was like just destroying, like with I don't know, like some Jackie Chan, like some Van Damme. He just crushed faces. He's like was one of the greatest chess player of all times, which many world champions agree with. He's like career from 69 year to 72 was like amazing, like 6-0 in candidates matches, and it was like the Germany, they're like 7-1 versus Brazil, very famous one. And yeah, actually, even the final against Argentina, very similar to what happened in the Fischer match against Spassky. Like something started not very well, but he managed to overcome all the problems and win. So yeah, so what do you think, Vladimir? Who did you choose as Fischer?
Okay, for me, I here in this I choose not that much playstyle about playstyle of the team, but more a little bit about the history. I choose Portugal 2016. Why is it so? You might well know, since your favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo, that if we compare,
That's not true.
don't try, don't try this,
He's
please.
less he's lying. It's like it just stabbing in the back. I have never said that. This is like the worst lie ever existed.
The biggest Manchester United fan of the past and
Okay,
Cristiano
yeah,
Ronaldo player. So why is it so? First of all, in general, that Portugal is the team that was trying to become the champion long time ago. They lost against Greece, the same as Fischer was trying a lot of time to become the champion. He started to play candidates, and he didn't win it. Then he win again. So first of all, a bit this, and mainly because Fischer, if we compare the Fischer with the Cristiano Ronaldo that definitely represents the Portugal 2016, there I think they can have quite similar personality in something
yeah.
because of
I
how
agree.
they are, and that's why I just see a lot of similarities into this. But that's it, just because of these two
Yeah.
things literally. Now let's go for the
But
Karpov.
it's like you're not letting me even fit in somewhere because yeah, the only thing Fischer was like crushing everybody, and Portugal was crawling like a beaten man, like to the stop
Yeah, but
line.
they crushed all the good opponents. I noticed they play France, England, and I don't remember who somebody else. I think it. Don't remember who more, but there was another top team that they
Yeah,
passed. So
yeah. In the
it's
group
not easy
stage,
to win 7-1 all the
yeah,
games in
yeah.
the group stage.
In the group stage, yeah, it was like a very solid three draws. Okay, next one in our list is Anatoly Karpov. What do you think, Vladimir?
Have no doubt.
What?
It's Italy 2006. That's obvious. That is obvious. I mean, Italy 2006, because this team was perfect defending. This team know everything about strategies. They don't need to run. They don't need to play tiki taka because they know how to win. And this team knows how to provoke, how to defend. But mainly the defense. For me, I don't know why, but for me, the defense in chess is something similar to the strategy part in the chess, even though it's not always obviously the defense in chess. And it's just Logos Humanity very solid. He needs what he needs to do. He does what he needs to do. I mean, and yeah, just very solid player that is very similar to his play style. I remember this Alessandro Nesta, who more was there in this team. Yeah, Materazzi was very defensive player in Pirlo that was giving a lot of good passes. He was really good also in defending as well.
I remember very funny guy with a funny like surname, at least in my opinion, Camoranesi. The guy was like such
Ah, yeah, he played there.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, with this like
Camoranesi.
okay, I don't remember how this like tail in the back is like he was like really I mean cool looking guy
Yeah,
from my
it was
childhood. That's what I remember.
Zambrotta play also as well
Yeah,
in this
Gianluigi
national team.
Buffon, legend.
Yes, the Buffon it was. I remember they had
Yeah,
the Daniele De Rossi from like actual coach of Roma that was defending also there. Okay, he was not
yeah,
even playing in the starting 11, but yeah, they definitely this team for me. What you would
yeah.
say?
Okay. Also, I recalled your favorite player Totti that you don't think overestimated, overhyped player of his generation. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
legend.
Okay. I actually did an investigation, a research. I even struggled to open the resource before the video that I referred to, Vladimir. I think that Karpov, there is a better fit for Italy 2006, which you will see in the future. But I think Karpov is a France 98, 1998, the one who won against Brazil 3-0 in the finals. And you might think it's like Zidane, like PT, Jan Canary, like all these attacking guys is like super crushing attack power. But actually, first of all, I watched the final, so don't tell me that I was born after this final was played. Actually, months after. But I watched this match in the record, and in general, like what I read, what I saw is that France was like very good at the defense because they had a lot of like great defenders, great goalkeeper. Their like middle zone was very very powerful and strong. And yeah, they like was very solid at the back, and Karpov was also playing the I mean the similar way. In the attack, he does what he can, but in the defense, in the positional play, he's like extremely solid. He keeps everything under control, and it's very hard to break through him. And that's what helped France to become the world champion.
I agree. Since you said you have made the research, so as your friend, I might believe in you, right? So because I haven't, and I believe that what you said it's all true. But about the Karpov play style, I totally agree with you. Because about this, at least I know something.
Yeah.
I agree. I totally
Okay.
agree.
Next one is I mean, one of the greatest chess players, Kasparov, Garry
The
Kasparov.
Gary.
Yeah, actually, right here I have a bit controversial pick, but what do you say, Vladimir?
Okay, I was thinking between France 2019, and between Argentina of last World Cup, and I did give it to Argentina finally, just because for me, Kasparov have this clear thinking play style that he's more attacking player. Obviously, he knows to do everything. One of the most complete as well. But I think based on first of all, he's very strong. I mean, I cannot compare Kasparov and Tal. Let's say that he just knows to do one thing in chess. Not the case. And Argentina and France were more complete, but I think as Kasparov, we were very dependent from this attacking play style from one player like Argentina was depending from Messi this year, probably I'll give it to Argentina more because this Mbappe played not that key role in 2018 because all the national team were playing perfectly. So as Kasparov had just 1 point, right, on this attacking strong play style, I think it's can be compared to Lionel Messi, and that's why Argentina 2022.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. But Argentina is more like Messi carrying everybody. Kasparov, like more fundamental play. He knows everything. But okay, yeah, I think it's Brazil 2002 because first of all their attacking part, I don't know, just outstanding. Like Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, like Rivaldo. I mean, I don't remember. Like, I mean, it just blow mind in amount of players in the attack. I mean, it's not in comparison with today's Brazil, as I think. Uh, and,
Vinicius Junior,
and
the
yeah,
star.
and yeah, it's like I didn't watch this tournament, but yeah, I mean, I saw some again videos, cuts, and stuff like that, and they were like very attacking. Their dynamic was very good. Final part was very good, and it represents. I mean, Kasparov also very well. They were very dominant. But also, what I remember from this like World Championship Cup is that there was some arbiter from Colombia or something like that, and this arbiter, like, I mean, later was like in the jail, and in some tournament he is somebody
Wow.
like really brutally, I mean, judged. I mean, he like didn't, I mean, give penalties somewhere to one team, give like red cards, didn't score goals, didn't count offsides that needed. But I don't remember what was the match, but
I mean, yeah, in
somebody.
short words, Andre Taylor of our time.
Yeah,
If you know.
because I mean this guy really had like no background. I don't know how he was taken to the arbiter for such event in like the South Korea, but yeah, it's like just funny story from the past. Okay,
In this
we
point, I agree with you about this. A lot of very star players, etc. So now, and I remember that I had to mention very famous Brazilian player of nowadays, Vinicius Junior from Real Madrid. So if you're also against the racism, follow our channel and put subscribe button. Okay, next one.
next one, and it's like two players remaining, and this is Vladimir Kramnik, fighter against the cheater. Uh, I mean, I will not continue because maybe he's a little bit going nuts
Start. I think
somewhere.
you should start from at
Okay,
the top
okay.
of the
I
list.
start, and here that's a great fit in my opinion. It's like Italy 2006 because
Ah,
his match against Kasparov is like super defense. I mean, Berlin defense in the Rui Lopez. He prepared it. He was standing until the end. He didn't lose any game. He was like super solid. And I mean, it's like a great pick. Italy was also playing in a very similar style, like this Catenaccio and stuff like this. And yeah, Kramnik didn't show like super spectacular, I mean, games or something. He played Catalan as wide. It's not like the match against Vichy Anand in 2008 where there was some like there were some crazy Slavs. Plus, also there are like controversials with Materazzi, Zidane, and controversials with Kramnik and toilets. So yeah, too many perfect feats to not be true. What do you think, Vladimir?
okay, I agree because actually I was about to place Italy 2006 also here, but because I had to choose one, I didn't put here Italy that won past European Cup because it was different play style already. So I just didn't have team to fit here, and I realized that initially, first of all, the video is supposed to be about in general some famous national team, and that's the only player where I'll compare it with some teams that haven't won world or European champion in football, championship in football. Just because, first of all, in general, Kramnik for me is, I think, one of the most weak players of all this list. Because when he became world champion, there was this period of time. Yes, he beat the Gary Kasparov, but you know, the Gary Kasparov was quite old already and was not that good for me when it happened. And then at first take Magnus Carlsen took away the title. So I will not consider Kramnik for his time one of the greatest. So before I mention my team, I'll give spoilers. So it was team from 2010 World Cup, and I wanted to ask Vladislav, except of listening this famous Vuvuzela, why you were watching this World Cup? Which
Again,
team was the brilliant there?
in which tournament?
2010, remember Vuvuzela World Cup because they were this like in South Africa with this
Yeah,
bzz,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember. Okay, what comes to my mind is like Uruguay.
Oh no, Uruguay also. That OMG, I forgot about it. That can be
Yeah,
great take.
yeah.
Great take.
It's like
Yeah,
Uruguay
of
is like famous Suarez. Yeah, goalkeeping skills.
no, but it's even more famous national team of the North Korea that was playing in World Cup
Ah,
2010.
yeah. I remember this. Actually, with I was at the. I mean, we were at this tournament together. I remember, but we lived separately in the like some team championship in
Mm-hmm.
Zaporizhia, and there was like this World Cup, and I remember there was a game North Korea versus Brazil. If I'm not mistaken, they won 2-1, and it was like super tight
Mm-hmm.
match until like on the 52nd minute Maicon scored or something like that.
Exactly. Then favorite player of Vladislav, Cristiano Ronaldo, participated in 7-0 punishment versus North Korea. So
Yeah.
I mean that first of all it was Brazilian, then came Magnus Carlsen, Portugal, and scored 7 goals against Vladimir Kramnik. So a bit about this as well. And second, that more nowadays, this all these cheating scandals, all these fake news about Jospim, etc. And then we know that what happened to some Korean members of the team and they went back to their country, and all these things about this that they almost won the tournament, that whatever, that some goes to jail, other etc. So I
I don't
think
know.
it's and also I noticed I don't know. Uh, for me, maybe it's weird, except of the eyes. I think Kramnik and Kim Jong Un they are quite similar face. I don't know, like face build. I think they have. If just the famous Korean leader will be a bit thinner, I think. Yeah.
Crazy picks from Vladimir, unexpected, completely. But yeah, that was very not bad. Okay, and the final. It's gonna be probably the same team for us. The question is, what year will it be? The greatest chess player of all times, Magnus Carlsen. What do you say, Vladimir?
I think that Spain, and for me, it's Spain of 2008 and 10 and 12, because of
Not
all,
bad.
because the Spain were beating opponents as easily as Magnus did in all of his matches. Look at this. They
Yeah,
won
yeah,
all the except of Switzerland. Sometimes he can lose it as well, like this famous game versus Karyakin in World Cup, where people
yeah.
say that after this he might be lost, but no, no,
Yeah.
they won all other games.
That was actually the reason why I took Spain 2010 because yeah, this was like a critical moment and the Switzerland and yeah, the tough matches that Magnus win like they won against Netherlands in the final with this famous like moment with De Jong like with the leg breaking like who Javi Alonso or I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah, it was Xabi Alonso as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, for sure.
But yeah, like of
So
course Magnus and Spain is like, and if it was Barcelona, Magnus would be probably offended, but also it could be a good pick,
it
I
was
guess.
Barcelona. It was just Barcelona wearing different colors. I mean, look at the team. Look at the team. There's even famous tape and Xavi.
Torres. Right now, one of my friend Michael would come right here with his Liverpool stuff and screams at
I
Fernando
mean,
Torres, legend,
I
scoring
don't know
goals.
overall if Michael is good in football or something, but I totally agree. Because except of obviously David Villa being the best in this team, I really
Yeah,
like how Fernando Torres were playing at the time. Remember,
actually.
was also one of my favorite players. And that's what I'm saying. Xavi, Iniesta, all of these people,
But
Puyol,
actually,
Piqué,
yeah, they were like also
it was literally
Casillas,
Barcelona.
Ramos. But yeah,
And
the playing style
some
was Barcelona because if they played as Real Madrid, they would be still zero-time world champions, I guess.
there was famous take of very famous already former coach of Barcelona, Xavi Hernandez, that played this team. That in one interview he admitted to say to Arbeloa, very in one of the classicos they played after it, kind of Xavi said to Arbeloa like, "You're fucking, oops, you're nope, and we won this tournament for you. We Barcelona made you, even though you play so bad, we Barcelona made you world champion." So that was the take, and I think.
Real Madrid fans, we are waiting you in the comments. Please, like comment down below how much
And
you
Cristiano Ronaldo
disagree.
fans as well.
Yeah.
Vladislav, you can start
No,
already
no, no,
typing the
no,
comment.
no, 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 no. That is like, don't tie me to this group of people. I don't want to have nothing in common with them. So yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's it. So I
That's it.
hope you
Yeah,
like the video.
yeah, and
And if you want the second part, let us know in the comments.
yeah, exactly. And if you want any different format, like about maybe other sports or maybe about not national teams but normal teams, and if you like the video, of course, please like and subscribe. We would very appreciate it. We spent some time preparing for this video and recording, and I hope you have fun as well as we did. Goodbye.
Ciao.